Would you look at that? A ladder! Unfortunately, my design doesn't facilitate this type of...
Welcome back to the channel, YouTube. Let me talk to you. So, just finished watching Borderlands, and I have to say, again, this is another one of those things that Hollywood tries to do when they're blending genres, bringing video games to the big screen, and again, they have fallen. Looking at the Rotten Tomatoes score, it's evident that no one cares for this film. Now, as you can see from my thumbnail, the film itself was doomed from the start. And to me, it's all about casting. Now, full transparency, I played Borderlands. I didn't get deep into the game. So I tried it, played it a little bit, actually for a decent amount of time, and it just wasn't my thing. But I do have a basic knowledge of these characters. Now, casting is important when you are going to transition different pieces of entertainment into one another. And this cast is probably one of the worst castings that I've seen in a very, very, very long time. Kevin Hart will be nothing to me but a comedian. An action star? Absolutely not. He has basically typecasted himself in these particular roles from the beginning of his career. And it's unfortunate for him to see him try to transition into these different roles, and they just don't fit. They just do not fit. And that's just the nature of the game, right? You can't put yourself in this box, or this is what you get. No one can take you seriously in these roles. Looking at Lilith, we've got Cate Blanchett. I mean, sure, she's a great actress. Sure, she would put butts in the seats, but that was probably, what, 10, 15 years ago? Right now, she's not really that hot of an actress. Granted, she's very, very talented, and she did a lot of carrying the heavy lifting in this film. Great actress. Just miscast completely. And Hollywood still pushes Jack Black as the quintessential voice actor. And granted, I love Kung Fu Panda. He was great in this. Not so bad as Claptrap, but could have been better. I would definitely like to see Hollywood transition from some of these named actors that we see time and time again on these projects to more unknown actors or up and coming actors, you know, because with a project like this, you have to have some type of connection that is going to have the audience see these actors in these roles and say, okay, yeah, maybe I'll check it out. But the problem with adaptations is you have a fan base already. And these are the people you should cater your initial projects to. Again, you have the fan base of the video games who have been playing Borderlands since the inception of these games. And now we have this adaptation that, for all intents and purposes, it tried to mesh the original audience with a target audience of who knows right now, and it didn't go off very well. I feel like the film came off as not knowing who its target audience was and what it wanted to be. Now, granted, watching the film, there were some cool elements. The different type of tech that was used in the film, I thought that was actually pretty cool. The shielding, the mask over the actors' faces, the mask over the actors' faces. But aside from that, that's about it. The casts in general, as far as the particular roles, weren't very intriguing. There wasn't any depth to it, and the person that had the most depth was essentially just Lilith. And of course, you know, that's your main protagonist. So a good writer will give your main protagonist the depth that it needs. But the film, I found myself almost falling asleep in the theaters while watching this, and that's bad. And that's very bad for any film or any property, period, to almost bore your audience to death. And essentially, that's probably what I would say. This is more Borderlands than anything. And I wasn't very happy with the way it went. And Kevin Hart, I don't know why people still want to cast this man in these particular action roles. It's just not it, man. Just not it. The comedy in the film didn't hit. It felt very arbitrary for a genre of games, or an era of games, or the theme of this game was very, very mature and very, very graphic. And none of that transitioned into what we got to see on the screen. And for me, that's a problem. If you're going to take the source material for something that is as mature as this and try to dumb it down for, again, a different style of audience, it just doesn't work. Just doesn't work. That's like taking Deadpool and trying to make it PG or PG-13. Wouldn't work because of the nature of the character. Here in Borderlands, doesn't work because the nature of the source material that it's coming from. And again, Arcane will go down as still the best video game to screen adaptation, period. And I cannot wait for season 2 of that. But Borderlands, the Rotten Tomatoes score says it all, man. No one cared for this. No one wanted it. No one likes it. Let me know if you watched this abysmal film. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below. Until next time, guys. Maybe Hollywood will get their shit together one day. My name's Lincoln. This has been an RPG show. Like, comment, sub, and I'm out. Peace.